Folks, we're here this afternoon with the Carvers. They have a very special motorcycle that I want them to tell you in their own words about how it came into existence. Many of you have probably seen this bike at various events, but it is a tribute bike. And can you folks just tell us how this motorcycle came into existence? How did you come up with the idea?
The day we had Cody's service, when we came out of the high school gymnasium, there was over 300 motorcycles from various motorcycle groups and like Rolling Thunder and Patriot Guard. The flags lined the sidewalks, and all he could think of was, who are these people that took time out of their day to come and pay tribute to my son, and how can I be a part of this? And then we started thinking motorcycle.
I told her, and we was in the family car waiting for the to load the casket, and I told her, I said, you know, when I get back straight in my mind, I want to get a motorcycle, and I want to do what they're doing to pay my respect. I hadn't been on a motorcycle since 1963, and that was a 63 Cushman, last scooter I rode. And it just touched my heart so much that they showed up like they did. So it took almost a year to get the project going. Had to find the right bike. I wanted a special bike, and to return the service or what I needed to do. I looked on eBay forever, couldn't find the right one. I knew I wanted something to do with the American flag, and we was in Las Vegas. My brother-in-law bought a little four-wheel drive pickup, so I helped him. I went out there to help him bring it home, and they wanted to gamble, the girls, and I was wanting to turn around and come straight back home, but there was a casino at the edge of town, and I said, well, we'll stop here for a few minutes. Well, across the street was a R&S dealership, and I walked across the street, and that's all it took. I fell in love with this bike. It was the right one, and
then it was blue with red flames, like kind of like the one on Ghost Rider.
It premiered at the opening in Ghost Rider. We found out after we bought it.
Which was a sign from Cody that this was the bike we needed, because Ghost Rider was Cody's favorite comic book hero. So I was a little skeptical about the price on the bike, freaked me out a little bit, but anyway.
And then one thing, we had it shipped to Tulsa, and I had met Cole at a Daryl Starburst show about a year before this took place, and I said, if I ever get a bike, I want you to know, I'm sorry. I met Cole after Cody got killed, and I hadn't bought a bike yet.
Right.
And I said, if I buy one, would you paint it for me? So we had it shipped to Tulsa, straight to Cole's shop, and he put his heart in it.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
He painted on it for, 6 or 7 months. There would be times we would go in the paint shop, unexpectedly. He'd be choked up.
I saw this bike being painted and being assembled.
That's when we met you. Yes, it was.
And we've been to hundreds of shows. We still ride with the Patriot Guard. I'm a member of it, and always will be. And we look out for our soldiers. I will never let them be forgotten.
But we also let the newly Gold Star family know that there's people like them out there, and we can do what we can to help them.
We've been in their shoes.
I give them my telephone number and say, call me in the middle of the night if you just need to say, I'm missing, or I miss her.
Now, this came about because your son was actually killed in action.
Yes.
Can you tell us exactly what transpired and when you did lose Cody and what service he was in? And
Cody was a member of A Company with the 1st and the 15th Infantry with the 3rd Heavy Brigade Combat Team, 3rd ID, United States Army out of Fort Benning, Georgia. Cody was pretty proud of the unit he was in because it was the one Audie Murphy was in. So he thought that was pretty cool. He called Dad and told him, I'm in the one Audie Murphy was in. And he was pretty excited. He loved his job.
Yes.
Totally loved his job. I mean, we met them, the officers. After we got the bike painted, we took it down there to show the 1st and the 15th. Cody's unit.
They had just come home.
They had just come home, and we took
Iraq.
it down there to show them, and they said, I wish I had more soldiers like Cody. Said he was always gung-ho, he was ready to go, and he was always the first to be ready to go. And he was learning to drive the tank, but they were on a mission to search and find IEDs. They had found 2 of them and had, detonated them with no problem. And when they were searching for the 3rd one, and they were drawn from small arms fire. And as they were getting ready to deploy, I guess whatever they do, I don't know, detonate them. And they just happened to be sitting on top of one of the largest IEDs. And it just demolished the back of the tank where the boys were. The 3 boys. This is not only for Cody, but it's for Sergeant Daniel McCall and Specialist Rush Jenkins and Private First Class Cody Carver. They were killed together instantly.
It blew the back door off the Bradley and hit the Humvee behind him and injured that soldier. He went to basic for 8 months, came home for like 72 hours. He went back for infantry school, and then he came home for 72 hours. We went and picked him up and brought him home.
And what's on the tank, the little saying that's on the tank, I didn't find that until after we lost him. I knew he had a MySpace, but I hadn't read it. And I got in there and read it, and that's the portion that says heroes. And that's what he felt his heroes were. And amazing.
He was in Iraq 28 days.
Yes.
Folks, I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
I want you to know that I'm going to have to wind this down because I'm about to start crying.
Oh.
We'll be right back.
This segment of Oklahoma Biker brought to you by Riders Accessory Warehouse, where your ride begins, and you're not just a customer, you're a friend.
Hey folks, we're here in the studio this afternoon with Cole Stevens. For those of you that don't know Cole, he is a painter extraordinaire. I say that because he's painted all my bikes, but Cole, we're here today with a tribute bike. It's the Cody Carver tribute bike, and you painted that motorcycle.
Yeah.
It's right here. And can you tell us a little bit about that paint job, how it came about?
Man, yeah. The Carvers came in with this idea and a 3-inch thick file full of photos and thoughts that they'd been gathering, and I got lucky enough to be chosen to do the paint work, and we just sat down and hashed out idea after idea and just kept the best ones and ran with it.
Well, I know, tell us about the down tubes where the Twin Towers are on fire.
Well, the idea came from Cody himself. I mean, his mom was telling me that that incident led him to want to serve our country and donate his time. So we thought with the 2 down tubes and the Twin Towers and it all just kind of started and made a good starting point for us.
Well, that is an awesome bike. How long did it take you to paint this motorcycle?
I want to say I've got around 23 to 2,400 hours in it. Just the blue alone, of course, you can't really call it blue because it's probably 5 layers of digital camouflage underneath a cobalt blue candy.
Of course, I think you do a marvelous job on all the paint jobs that you do. I truly appreciate you coming into our studio and talking a little bit about this bike. And I just got another motorcycle, so I'm going to need a paint job pretty quick.
Good. That sounds good. Thanks for having me.
My brother, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
Welcome to Riders Accessory Warehouse. We're located in Glenpool, right off I-75. We do all kinds of motorcycle parts and accessories from motocross to Harleys and everything in between. We carry a lot of different kinds of helmets, HJC, Cyber, Scorpion, carry First Gear products, River Road products, Castle, Tourmaster, Field Shear, Poker Run. We can get all the parts that you need. Stop by and see us here at Riders Accessory Warehouse. We're located at 13809 South Casper, right off 75.
Hi, I'm Charlie with the Route 66 Biker Rally. I'd like to invite you out to one of our events. We have a 3-day biker rally coming up the 10th, 11th, and 12th of August. And we have a 5-day biker bash Labor Day weekend. We'll have lots of fun. I guarantee you, we have live music, an air-conditioned clubhouse, a swimming pool. We have a sandy beach for people to swim in the pond. And we have a stage that is unlike any other stage in the world. So come and visit us. We'll welcome you, and we'd love to have you. So come on out and let's have some fun.
A postal van did a U-turn in the middle of the highway, and I hit him broadside. I was in ICU for 9 days. I had already heard of Grosby and Smith. I heard through the grapevine that they were young, but they were good.
But they have done nothing but been awesome for us. We love those guys.
If you've been injured and it's not your fault, call Grosby and Smith.
We'll help you get your life back.
Hi, I'm Eric Toll with the Eric Toll Insurance Agency. We'll insure your home, your auto, your life, and your bike. The Eric Toll Insurance Agency, 1515 East 71st Street, 918-430-8714.
This segment of Oklahoma Biker brought to you by Route 66 Biker Rally, out in Depew, Oklahoma, August 10th through the 12th.
You're watching Oklahoma Biker Television.
Hi, welcome back to Oklahoma Biker, and I really hope you're enjoying our tribute to our American heroes. This show is dedicated solely to our soldiers that are serving over in Afghanistan and to our veterans and our soldiers that are going to be serving in the near future. I have the honor and the privilege to be at going away ceremony here at the Mabee Center for the Broken Arrow, or the National Guard's 120th Engineer Battalion. They are going to be deploying to Afghanistan. They're going to be in here for another week and then leaving. But I'm very honored to be here with Major Newcomb of the 120th, and he's going to just fill us in on a little bit of information about the 120th. Major Newcomb, first and foremost, thank you so much for your dedication and your service to our country. I mean, it's just an honor to be with you today, with you and your beautiful little son here. And first of all, how many troops are going to be deploying?
Well, we'll have about 150 from the state of Oklahoma, but once we get there, we'll command and control of about 1,000 troops.
About 1,000 troops. Wow, that's a lot of troops. And is this the first mission to Afghanistan for you and the 120th?
For the 120th, they did a recent deployment to Iraq in 2003 and 2004. I wasn't with them, but this will be my third deployment, one to Afghanistan and one to Iraq.
Your third deployment. I understand this time it's going to be a little bit harder for you because you're leaving behind children on this deployment.
Yes, I got 2 kids this time, so.
Yeah, well, our prayers are with you and prayers are with your family. Is there any special training that the troops have to endure or, have before they go to Afghanistan for this particular mission?
For us, not specific. For the guys that we'll be getting, they're going to do route clearance missions, so they'll get some specifics on how to clear IEDs out of the road. Okay.
And for our viewing audience that they don't know what an IED is?
That's an improvised explosive device.
So this is really a dangerous mission, is it not? I mean,
yeah, this is probably one of the highest visibility missions that are in Afghanistan right now, is to clear the roads, all the bombs, so the regular soldiers can travel the roads safely.
Yes, absolutely. And when will you actually be arriving in Afghanistan?
Probably around the middle to 1st of September is when we'll actually be in Afghanistan.
And do you know about how long you'll be staying there?
All troops now are doing 9 months deployment, so we'll be there 9 months.
Okay. Well, I had a gentleman the other day say to me, well, we're sending troops? I thought we were withdrawing troops. What's going on? We're still sending troops over to Afghanistan? I didn't even know that. And I think people have become lackadaisical, and they think that, this war is just another thing happening, but we are still sending troops. And why is that?
I think it's a misconception that we are still sending troops, but we're not sending more troops. We're actually decreasing numbers, but the troops that are over there still need to be replaced. So we're going to replace a unit. We're not actually sending more troops.
Right. Okay. So that's it. We're replacing troops, so bringing some home, and then sending others over so the ones that are there can come back home. I'll be very happy when this war is over and we bring all of the troops home, and we hope and pray that every single one of your troops comes back safe and sound, and we will continue to keep the soldiers in our prayers every day. And Major Newcomb, again, thank you so much for your service.
My pleasure.
And have a great deployment.
All right, thank you. I'm Major Newcomb with the 120th Engineer Battalion, and you're watching Oklahoma Biker, and we'll be right back.
Welcome to Riders Accessory Warehouse. We're located in Glenpool, right off I-75. We do all kinds of motorcycle parts and accessories from motocross to Harleys and everything in between. We carry a lot of different kinds of helmets, HJC, Cyber, Scorpion, carry First Gear products, River Road products, Castle, Tourmaster, Field Shear, Poker Run. We can get all the parts that you need. Stop by and see us here at Riders Accessory Warehouse. We're located at 13809 South Casper, right off 75.
Hi, I'm Charlie with the Route 66 Biker Rally. I'd like to invite you out to one of our events. We have a 3-day biker rally coming up the 10th, 11th, and 12th of August. And we have a 5-day biker bash Labor Day weekend. We'll have lots of fun. I guarantee you, we have live music, an air-conditioned clubhouse, a swimming pool. We have a sandy beach for people to swim in the pond. And we have a stage that is unlike any other stage in the world. So come and visit us. We'll welcome you, and we'd love to have you. So come on out and let's have some fun.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready to party at Jujacks? Well, don't drink and drive. Ride the Jujacks bus. Free in the Bixby city limits with $20 purchase. Expanded areas just $10 a couple round trip. Call Jujacks for more information at 918-366-DONE. The Jujacks bus picks you up at your home and drops you off safely when you're ready. The party starts at Jujacks Friday and Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Call 918-366-3663. Jujacks is south of the river, south of 151st, south of everything.
Hi, I'm Jamie Harris with Qantas Creative. How many of you are business owners? Can you imagine doing business without a telephone number, an email address, or business cards? It'd be pretty hard, wouldn't it? A website is like all of these rolled into one and mixed with a resume as well. Contact Qantas Creative today for a website that will impress. Call us at 918-794-2758 or visit our website at QantasCreative.com. That's QantasCreative.com.
Hey, welcome back to Oklahoma Biker. We're here at the ORU Mabee Center, and we're sending off some of our soldiers to Afghanistan. We're also here with our grandkids. Can you all say hi?
Hi. Hi.
Honey, you just did an interview, I believe, and I'm going to say this. I watched those folks up there as they were giving their speeches. And once again, kind of like whenever I was interviewing Pam and Daryl, big old alligator tears welled up in my eyes.
Oh, I know. It's just it's heart-wrenching because our soldiers are leaving, and they're leaving their families behind, and their children and their parents, and it's the families and of these soldiers that really sacrifice also. And it's just a great thing to be out here. I was very honored to interview Major Newcomb and to help give them a little bit of a send-off to support that. So it's great.
Hey,
we just celebrated the 4th of July. So
our Independence Day.
Yes. So this has all just been great, being able to be a part of this and tie it into the 4th of July and honor our American heroes.
Amen to that. I have to say that we're very fortunate to live in this country. And, once again, just tears welled up in my eyes. I'm glad you had to get up and take the kids to the potty.
I know. I was like, really? Can't you hold it? But anyway, and the Sunday group, singing the national anthem. What a great song, and I mean, they just did it beautifully. I'm just very grateful to them also.
What else we have to cover this week?
Well, I just want to talk about all these great organizations that we have, that are here to support our troops. We have the Blue Star Mothers. I'm very grateful to them, and the different, there's various chapters here in the state of Oklahoma, so help support your Blue Star Mothers. And also the Wounded Warrior Project. If you really want to help soldiers that are coming back and have been injured and they need help with their families, there is the Wounded Warrior Project. You can see, look it up online. It's woundedwarriorproject.com. And just these organizations that support our troops, because they are still in Afghanistan. I mean, we kind of forget about them, I think. It just seems like it's just an everyday occurrence now.
Hey, I tell you what, folks, we got a lot of events coming up. Our new magazine's on the shelf. Look for Oklahoma Biker, the Writer's Magazine, at all of the biker-friendly establishments in Tulsa and Oklahoma City. We look forward to seeing you next week. Until then,
watch out for the cages.
Cup of coffee, wash it down, kickstart, get the hell out of town.